My name is Dr. Vishal Kumar. I am from Nasik. This is my peripheral center at Igatpuri. My expertise are ultrasound and guided intervention. And specifically today, I'll be discussing USG guided TrueCut biopsies and how they are done. Now we're going to come to the intervention part, USG guided FNACs and biopsies. We'll just see what are the prerequisites for these guided interventions and what kind of material we need to have before we start the procedure. These are a lot of gauze and cotton here. These are some gauze and cotton holders. These are some green towels here, which are useful. Some more gauze. This is a specific needle which is around 26 gauge. It's a very small needle used mainly for neck, breast lesions where the amount of skin which we have to infiltrate is very small. This is the local anesthesia which I use. This is 2% lignocaine. And here we come to the section of the TrueCut guns which I use. Most of the times I use Bard company automatic guns which fire automatically and take a piece automatically. So you don't need to do anything for this. I'll show you how it works. Let's take a gun. This is a Bard needle. It's around 16 centimeters and the gauge is around 18. Okay. And on this it's written 22 mm, that is the throw. That is the amount of tissue it will capture when it is taken to shoot inside the lesion. So how it works basically, the first notch is to lock it half. When you press the second notch, the gun is loaded now. Okay, and now when you enter the lesion and press either this or this button, it makes a firing sound. And what it does is, while it goes inside the lesion, it takes a small 2 centimeter piece with it. So if I just press the single nozzle here, and you can see here, if you can see clearly, you can see some amount of tissue will be taken in this area of the needle. Okay, it is a little cord area where the piece will get settled here. You just have to take this and put it into formalin based solution and we are done with the procedures. Yeah, I'll show you some other guns also which are utilized in the market. This is a multi-core gun from a different company. Okay, how it works is by pressing it once, it locks it first time. Pressing it two, it locks it completely. Now the only thing you have to do is just press this nozzle so that it shoots and you get this third sound. You again press this and you can see you can get the tissue in this small area and you can put it in the formalin based specimen. This is one more locally made gun. I'll just show you how it works. Okay, this is a thin needle. It's around 16 centimeters. Okay, you have to lock it from both sides. Lock it from both sides. And there is a notch here. This is written off, so it won't shoot. When you take it from the off side to the other side and you just press this nozzle and makes a shooting sound. You take the sample out and you take it in the formalin specimen. So we just saw 3 different types of biopsy guns which are semi-automatic to automatic. There is one more method which many people use for doing biopsies is a trocar based needle, TrueCut needle. So this is a trocar. What happens is this trocar goes inside the lesion. This entire inner stellate is removed and what we have here is a small shooting gun. You just go inside whatever centimeters you want. You have to load it and you have to just press. Similar to what we had seen in the previous guns. But in this case, what is the advantage of this over other guns is you don't have to take multiple passes. You don't have to pierce the skin multiple times. Only this trocar remains inside the skin and you can take multiple passes just putting the needle through the trocar. Okay, if you can see clearly, this is the first case of biopsy which I am performing. This lady has multiple nodes, mainly in the level 2 and level 3, large nodes around 2 or 3 centimeter in size. So I'm just preparing this entire area. First I'll be using solution of betadine to clean this off, and I'll just use some spirit. Bas. Okay, this area appears clean now. Just to have some good opposition, I am using lignocaine jelly. Okay, that is also inert. So I'll just first locate where the node is. This node is located at the bifurcation of the carotid arteries. Okay, and I think we have a good window to biopsy it. So we'll just start giving some local anesthesia in that direction. Okay, I'm just giving some local anesthesia. As you can see, I'm infiltrating the adjacent tissues and the muscle just close to the lymph node. Okay, I'll just create some good track here using this needle, so that while I have to enter, I don't have to put much pressure. Cotton. Gun loaded. Fire kar. Okay. Always when you want to start a biopsy, always check the triggering of the gun. Okay, I just checked it like this. You just press both knobs and just see whether it's firing well. Okay, if it's not firing well, you'll create a mess when you go inside. So I've just checked it's firing well. Now I'm going to enter the node. Okay, I've entered the node. क्लिप स्टोर दबाना है, PIMS दबा एक मिनट, फिर छोड़ दे, PIMS दबा, PIMS, thank you. Okay, can you see this? I'm just behind the node and my needle is just touching the node itself. Okay, and I'm going to shoot now to get a good chunk. Yeah. Just see how I remove the piece now. Just taking the trocar behind this and just moving this gun. You can see some pieces have come out. Okay, so maybe the node is not entirely solid. There must be some kind of breakdown within it. We'll take one more piece just for our benefit. From the same site where we have punctured. Okay, what has happened here? I have entered a wrong plane. Okay, so the node is down, my probe is also down, and I have entered in the wrong direction. So what you do, just remove the needle and try again. Rather than searching for it all the while, just take it from a different angle. Can I have some lignocaine? थोड़ा बस. Taking from a different angle. डाला. Just taken one more nice piece. Okay, if you see this, I think this will be entire long piece. I think, yeah, this is a better, longer piece, and I hope this will be diagnostic for what the disease this lady has. Okay, so we are done with our two pieces being taken. We just clean this area up. Cotton, please. Gun. What I follow standard protocol is clean the entire area, see how much it is bleeding. If it's not bleeding too much, I don't give too much thick bandages. I just give a single non-specific single bandage and instruct the patient that it might pain a little in the entire day. They can have cold fomentation for it or a small painkiller for one day, and next day we ask them to remove the bandage while they have a bath. Okay, we've just put a band-aid here for this lady, okay, and she can remove it tomorrow when she has a bath. We've just painted and read a second biopsy patient. This lady has multiple nodes on both sides, but these nodes are along the carotid chain. So it becomes a little challenging. We do not touch the carotid artery or the jugular vein and still get a good sample. Let's give it a go how we can do it. Okay, I'm now injecting local to one of the nodes from the skin up to the strap muscles of the neck. We have to infiltrate from the muscle layer to the skin in all directions, and it takes around a minute or a half to act that area to get numb. Okay, we are going to use barred biopsy needle again. Okay, you must be wondering why I'm using barred needle for every biopsy. The reason being the kind of throw and the cutting of the barred needle is much superior to any of the other needles which I have tried. So when you use barred needles, you are definitely sure you're going to get a good chunky piece, and that helps you in giving a good histopath diagnosis too. So we are going to use a barred needle again. This time this is around 7 to 8 centimeters in length. Okay, I think we can now start doing the biopsy. Just enter through a good point. लगा? क्या हुआ? दुखा क्या? थोड़ा ना? ओके, थोड़ा दुखेगा हाँ? Just trying to get the right plane. Okay, just got a good chunky piece. We're going to remove it. So I'll just show you how the sample is removed. Okay, we got at least 1.5 centimeter sample. It's clearly visualized. Okay, and some part of the muscle was also removed because the node is not more than 2 centimeters. Okay. Okay. Yeah. This procedure was a bit difficult because the nodes were small and parallelly oriented to the blood vessels, so we had to take a different angle. And but I think we have got what we have decided, and I'm very sure we'll get a good diagnosis here. We've just put a small band-aid here, and the patient can remove this band-aid next day when she has a bath. So both the procedures went well. Yeah, one more thing I want to add in these procedures, especially true cut biopsies, we ask the patients to stay nearby at least for 20-30 minutes, or ask them to have some food, any kind of beverage, and come back to see whether they are having any kind of reaction, maybe to the local anesthetic or kind of procedure related complications. So within the first half an hour, most complications arise during that time. So we ask them to come back in that time and see again.